Hey, what's up guys? I'm Justin, back again for another movie review, and a late one at that. I know this one isn't even playing in many theaters anymore, but whatever. Having a full-time job sucks when stuff like this is your passion, but regardless, I finally got around to seeing Crawl. So from the director of The Hills Have Eyes and the genius mind of Sam Raimi, we get Crawl. A non-stop, edge-of-your-seat horror film that all takes place during a Category 5 hurricane. As shown in the trailers, this film stars Kaya Scodelario. She was in all 3 Maze Runner films, and I'm probably saying that name wrong. She receives a call from her sister that she's worried about their father, played by Barry Pepper. Now, it's hinted that Kaya Scodelario's character didn't really have the best relationship with her father growing up, but regardless, it's a Category 5 hurricane, and she goes to investigate, which means family trumps everything, guys. Even in life-threatening weather, it's still her father. Upon checking around the entire house, she goes to one last place she hasn't checked, underneath the house. But when she finally finds her dad down there, she realizes those two aren't alone. There's a giant gator in the crawl space with them. Get it? Crawl, they're in a crawl space. What I love about this movie, it's a very personal film. Yes, you get some extra characters in the beginning and sprinkle in throughout the movie, but this movie mainly focuses on a relationship between father and daughter. Having the movie mainly focus on just 2 actors makes the movie that more impactful. I mean, that's why I loved Swiss Army Man so much, the one with Paul Dano and Daniel Radcliffe, because it was just those 2 the entire time. You cared about their characters more. The acting was good for the most part, but at the same time, as I touched upon a little bit earlier, they tried to kind of flesh out that rough childhood Haley had growing up with her dad. And trust me, I get it. You want the viewer to care about the characters more, but you already drew me in. Let's get back to the suspense and horror, please. The best aspect of this film is what was teased in the trailers a little bit, the sound. The intensity of this film is enhanced so much by the sound department, so hey, kudos to them. The smallest sounds that happened in this movie made me nervous as hell because you never know where that gator could be lurking around. You bump a pipe, crank up one of those flashlights, or scream for help, you better stay vigilant. I love how they do this one scene and it makes perfect sense. Haley's screaming for help like at the top of their lungs, but there's a Category 5 storm out there. No one can hear, the camera pans out, and even though rescue people may be coming by, it just shows how loud that scream would actually be. It's like, yeah, no one's coming for you. And all these tactics Haley and her father come up with to try to outsmart the gator, my ass would have been dead in like 20 minutes. There's a few moments that kind of take me out of the film. Towards the beginning, Haley's driving over to where her father supposedly is, and you see the wind so strong that all these telephone poles are bouncing back and forth like gigantic poles that are mounted deep into the ground. And then when Haley pulls up to the house, she just walks in like the wind ain't shit. And the CGI for the gator was a little weird. It's not even like it was bad or anything. It felt off. Regardless though, that doesn't change the fact that this movie is an epic roller coaster ride of emotions. It's such a simple premise, yet really unique at the same time. I mean, how many movies can we say we've seen that are a disaster horror film? Think Sharknado, but way less cheesy. I judged the hell out of this movie because this trailer would play a million times before every movie I saw, and I was just fed up and annoyed with it at that point. Like, okay, I've seen this, whatever, like I'm probably not going to see it. And I'm glad I checked it out before it left theaters. Tense moments, smart survival tactics, good acting, and some suspended disbelief all contribute to what was overall a great disaster horror film. Crawl gets an 8 out of 10.